When did you realize a family member was actually a sociopath? I exposed my aunt's decades of stealing family money at dinner. Now my cousin's fiance is canceling their wedding. My cousin Sophia and I survived the same toxic family, but she blocked out what our Aunt Linda did with money. I never forgot. That's why I dodge every conversation about Linda's generous wedding help like it's radioactive. When Sophia's fiance Joey or his family gush about Linda's legendary wedding planning, I vanish from those conversations faster than cash from Linda's hands. You'll have to ask Sophia, I say, because contradicting my cousin's fairy tale version would detonate our entire family. For years, this strategy worked perfectly. Then came the dinner that changed everything. Me, Sophia, Joey, Aunt Linda, and Joey's brother sitting around the table when Linda targeted her next victim. "When's your wedding, sweetie?" she asked Joey's brother, practically salivating. "Maybe next year," he said innocently. Linda's eyes lit up like she'd found fresh prey. She launched into her rehearsed speech about planning another magical family wedding, unlike dealing with ungrateful people like me who selfishly handle everything alone. Her voice cracked as she played the wounded victim, devastated that I rejected her precious help. 20 years of watching this woman's performance finally broke me. "Even if I was getting married tomorrow, you wouldn't touch $1 of my wedding money," I said, my voice cutting through her sob story like a knife. The room went cemetery quiet. Linda's fake tears dried instantly. Sophia looked like she'd been slapped. With Sophia's wedding 3 months away, Joey was obviously terrified. He cornered me afterward, demanding answers about why I'd never trust Linda with money, but explaining would just get me branded as the family conspiracy theorist again. "Ask your fiance," I told him, so he did, and Sophia finally cracked. She told him about Grandma's college savings bonds. I immediately cashed mine and buried it in my own account. Linda convinced Sophia to let her handle the complicated paperwork. $5,000 vanished into a mysterious family emergency that was never explained. She remembered Linda borrowing from her teenage job, promising double payback that never materialized. She described holidays when Linda would collect gift money from relatives for safekeeping, then somehow forget to return it. She admitted how I'd get visibly tense whenever money appeared at family gatherings, while everyone else praised Linda's helpfulness. When Joey asked if this was all true, I confirmed every word. But I also reminded him that Sophia used to swear she remembered none of it. "Where was your uncle?" Joey asked. "Either on business trips or pretending everything was normal," I said. "These weren't isolated incidents. They were Linda's signature move whenever family money appeared. And Sophia had remembered everything all along. She just never wanted Linda to know she remembered." But alone in their apartment, Joey extracted the full truth from Sophia. Linda had been systematically stealing from family members for decades, always with perfect excuses and crocodile tears when questioned. The next morning, Joey called off their wedding venue deposit. He refused to let Linda anywhere near their wedding planning. When Sophia protested, he gave her an ultimatum: choose between Linda's involvement or their marriage. Sophia chose Linda. Joey moved out that afternoon. Linda played innocent, claiming she had no idea why everyone was suddenly against her. The rest of the family split into camps, some supporting Linda's version, others finally admitting they'd suspected something for years. Sophia hasn't spoken to me since. She blames me for destroying her wedding, her relationship, and exposing family secrets that should have stayed buried. But Joey dodged a bullet, and maybe finally, Linda's decades of financial manipulation are over.